Hello, New Hampshire Realtors. I'm Marc Drapeau, your 2020 NHAR president. It's Monday, May 11th, and it's now been 45 days since Governor Sununu issued his original stay-at-home order. Here's your weekly update. Last week, the governor issued Stay-at-Home 2.0, which applies to businesses that have been deemed essential and remained open, such as real estate, as well as those that are reopening. As part of that updated order, employers must develop a process for screening all employees for COVID-19 related symptoms, including designating a screener to ask each employee questions about his or her health and to record employee temperatures before entering the office. Here's the important part for realtor offices. NHAR interprets these requirements to apply to agents and employees utilizing a brokerage office. We'll be providing additional guidance in the coming week, but for now, details on the universal guidelines of the Stay-at-Home 2.0 can be found under our NHAR news at nhar.org/coronavirus. Also last week, NHAR received its housing market report for April. The key takeaways: single-family residential home sales were down by 10% compared with April a year ago. And some of the forward-looking indicators, such as pending sales, showed significant drops. But as many have predicted, pricing has remained strong early in the pandemic. The median home price in April was up 11.5% over April 2019, and it was in fact the highest median price for a single month in our recorded history at $325,000. All the market data details will be sent out via e-news tomorrow morning, and they can also be found by clicking on the red New Hampshire Market Indicators link at nhar.org. From the National Association, if you're interested and haven't already done so, you've got 1 day left to register for the virtual version of NAR's mid-year legislative conference. Online meetings start tomorrow and run through Thursday, so you've got about a day to register at legislative.realtor. And this week I'll be hosting our third broker panel, a recorded conversation to hear from a few of our brokers around the state on how they're managing business during these challenging times. I'll be joined by Ryan Vista of the Vista team at Keller Williams, Mike Keeler of Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage, and Janet Sylvester of Great Island Realty. You can find that video via email and on our website Friday morning. And finally, as many of you have heard by now, last week we were all heartbroken to learn about the passing of our dear friend and a man whose steady hand guided NHAR for the past 18 years, our CEO, Paul Griffin. It can't be overstated the influence Paul had on this association and the people in it since arriving on the job in 2002. I was Paul's 19th president, and with that, he worked with 19 different executive committees, 19 different boards of directors, 19 different finance committees, and so on. But similar to the effect of a good keel in high seas, from the top deck, one would hardly ever know of ever-changing, sometimes challenging waters below. Paul was that keel, an unwavering force through 2 decades of annual change, moving our association constantly and consistently forward. He served our industry in other capacities for years prior to coming to New Hampshire, so there was very little Paul hadn't done or seen. Yet his goal wasn't to show you he was the smartest guy in the room. It was more to help the people working with and for him to be that person. He was an empowering leader, ensuring everyone around him had the best possible tools and information, and then letting them do their work. That was true for his staff, and I know firsthand that was true for his leadership. It was a formula for great success, and as a result, we have a very high-functioning organization that today is well-equipped to carry on in the wake of this horrible, unthinkable loss. This week, the executive committee will meet to take on the challenge of NHAR's structure moving forward, and make no mistake, it is very much because of Paul that we are so confident the association will continue to succeed even now. On a personal note, I want to offer my condolences to Paul's wife, Terry, his family, and friends, a group that extends far and wide in and out of the real estate world. As has been said countless times in the last week, as great a professional as he was an even better man. To Paul, thank you, and I'll miss you. Rest easy, my friend.